Welcome into Date Palm Field. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the New York Yankees. Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. And taking the ball for the Yankees, Garrett Cole. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him? All right, ready to get underway. Andrew Monasterio now at the plate.
Monasterio.
And a new season is officially underway. To the right side.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Sends it to first. One out in the top of the first. As we check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with two strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Line drive, pulls it down, and they're two away.
Batting third, the catcher, Connor Wong.
So up next, Connor Wong. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Two down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. Just missed. Swing and a foul out of play. That's to third. Over to Goldie. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And getting the start for the Red Sox, Connolly early. What do we have on him?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Chisholm avoids the first pitch for ball one. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it. So a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
And that's down and away. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Carrying well. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. He'll circle the bases. The Yankees score first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Goldie steps into the box.
Aye.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here on opening day.
Ball,
Big
that's
bat's
out.
coming up and a home run already surrendered. He's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Swings and misses.
Batting
And that's the
fifth,
first
right
down.
fielder,
Nice recovery after
Giancarlo.
giving up the homer. As we take a look
Dead
now
man.
at the New York Yankees lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Chris.
Yeah, Boog. They understand various situations and think ahead of the opponent. Teams like this know how to get down to business and focus on the task at hand.
That one ripped, but foul. And a big swing and a miss.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more
That's a
damage.
ball.
That one missed.
0-2 count, you got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
And a ball and two strikes. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now you cooking?
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Cody
Here comes Belly to take his cuts.
Bellinger.
Ball, that's outside.
Look out for the double play!
The lefty, the 1-0. Runner takes off. Ground ball right side. Contreras takes it to the bag. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Batting fifth, the catcher, JC.
And stepping in for New York, J.C. Escarra.
Come on, Yankees. Here we go, JC.
Just
Ball,
off
that's
the
off the plate.
outside edge. Ball one. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Pretty close, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to one challenge left. Man at second. In the dirt, blocked. The throw to third. It's low and gets away.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
Stanton at third with two away. Fly ball down the line, and that drops foul. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. We move ahead to the
Leading
top of
off
the
for the Red
second now.
Sox,
So
the right
stepping in
fielder,
for Boston, Wilyer Abreu.
Come on, New York.
Come on, Coltrane.
Ball, that pitch is up.
There's a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Late with the swing there.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. And that
Ball.
one
Down.
cutting but missing down low. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And
That's
about
it.
front for
The
strike
second
three.
baseman,
Chris, as
Anthony
we look back at the pitch
Ziegler.
sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Swing better.
This is Anthony Ziegler. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And there's a strike. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
Way
Oh, that's
inside,
inside.
gets out of the way.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Shoots a line drive single into right center.
Come on now.
And the tying run is on base.
Batting six, the center fielder.
Nice
number
line
3,
drive to the pull
Cedar
side right there, but he didn't
Rafaela.
spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And next for the Red Sox, Cedar Rafaela.
Turn two. Let's go, New York.
Yo one. And
Oh,
that's
one.
too high.
Get real.
Let's go, Coltrane.
Backed off the
Inside,
plate
ball
that
two.
time. Man at first, one away. In the air, right field. Stanton settles under it. Takes it in for the out.
All right, let's go.
Batting seven, the left fielder, Jaron Duran.
Now batting Jaron Duran.
Let's go, Coltrane.
Yeah.
And
Nope,
that's off
that's inside.
the inside edge. And that is ball one. Ripped, but it curls foul. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That's
Ball,
a little
that's
bit
low.
low.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Nate Eaton in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 3-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So one hit is all they get. Now to the bottom of the second. Yankees 1 and the Red Sox nothing. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Bottom of the second.
Leading
And
off
stepping in
for
for
the
the
Yankees,
Yankees, Ryan
the third
McMahon.
baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Not even close there. Ball one. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
And a swing and a miss. Now
Ball
one
two.
missed. This one in the air. Eaton should have this one.
No!
One up, one down.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 12, Trent.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham.
Here we go, Trent.
Off the plate, ball one.
Late on that fastball.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it
Let's
on the
go,
next
Trent.
pitch. Can't catch up.
Ball
Inside,
two.
almost got him. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. In the dirt, ball three.
Let's go!
And that's ball four.
Out of way!
Batting eighth, the shortstop, Jose Caballero.
One down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jose Caballero. Double play ball to second.
Get on your horse!
Good feed. That's one.
Let
Over
it
to
go.
first. Safe.
Yeah, baby!
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, number 99, Aaron
Here comes Aaron Judge.
Judge.
He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Ball,
He really
that's too
committed
high.
to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this.
He's
That's
safe.
a nice miss right there.
Over to first, and he's saved.
Runner, runner,
Here goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets into scoring position.
Runner at second, two down. Here on opening day.
Let's go, Aaron.
Judge rips that one.
Drop it.
Brings it in. That is the inning. We played two full. Yankees won, and the Red Sox nothing. New inning getting
Leading off
started.
for Boston,
So stepping
the
in
third
for
baseman,
Boston,
Nate
Nate Eaton.
Eaton.
It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And a quick out, number one.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Trevor.
Here's Trevor Story now.
Story.
Go home, Red Sox.
That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
The heater is clearly giving him trouble early on in this one. I want to see him ready to swing against that pitch just a little more often.
That's outside.
Oh, look at the stop. To first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Red Sox, the shortstop, Andrew.
So the Red Sox lineup turns
Monasterio.
over. Andrew Monasterio, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1.
Nope, that's a ball.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
On the ground. Chisholm
Hustle.
handles, throws to first.
All right.
Red Sox go 1, 2, 3. Yankees 1 and the Red Sox nothing. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
Here's
off
the
for
Yankees
the
leadoff
Yankees,
hitter,
the
Jazz
second
Chisholm
baseman,
Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
One more time.
Fouled off left side. Swings through that one. Way inside.
That's inside. That's a ball.
2-2 now. Struck
Three.
him out looking.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the
next for the
fastball right
Yankees,
there, and I don't think
the
he was
first baseman,
taking it, thinking it
ball.
might be a called ball or anything. I
Smith.
just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Goldie
Nope.
in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. And it's fouled away. One, 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on
the right
getting this
fielder,
next guy. You got 2
Giancarlo
good outs. Want to get the third one
Stanton.
and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Stanton swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Let's go, New York.
Missed
Ball.
with a changeup. And a count 1 and 2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
This one in the air center field. Rafaela has a beat on it. And that'll do it. Offense held in check there. 3 innings complete. Yankees 1 and the Red Sox nothing. All set for the
Leading
start
off
of the
for the
inning.
Red Sox,
So stepping
the
in
first
for
baseman,
Boston, Wilson Contreras.
Contreras.
Come on, Garrett.
And
Inside
misses
ball.
inside. That one's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sliced hard but foul.
Punch him out.
Swings and misses. That K is his 3rd of the game.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Here's the catcher, Connor Wong. 0 for 1 so far. And a bunt towards third. McMahon fires over to first. No hit here on the
Up next
bunt
for the
attempt.
Red
They get
Sox,
the out.
The right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
Wilyer Abreu digs in now. Struck out swinging his first time. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Up next for the Red Sox, the second baseman.
Dominant
Anthony
performance for him today,
Siegler.
Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Here's the second baseman, Anthony Siegler. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And he pumps it a strike. Quick toss first.
No, he's in.
Abreu dives back in safely. Next
Ball,
pitch
that's upstairs.
misses, and it's 1-1. Right there for a strike. That's off the
that's off the
inside
plate.
corner.
Ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
Sit him down.
On the ground to third. Over to Goldie. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1 left for the Red Sox. They trail here 1-0. Bottom of the 4th.
Leading
Now
off
here's
for
the Yankees cleanup hitter,
the left
Cody
fielder,
Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
You know,
Ball
these Yankees
upstairs.
doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging on the curveball. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
So up next for New York, J.C. Escarra.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Top of the zone for a called strike. Ground ball to the right side. And that one handled over to first. Fine play in the hole for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Ryan
2 down, base is
McMahon.
empty. There's Ryan McMahon now. He popped out his first time.
Ball 1.
Well,
Nope,
usually a high
outside.
level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
2 down, nobody on. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. A massive home run. And they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
Here we go.
Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it. Carried out nicely.
Now here's Trent Grisham. Walked his first time. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here on opening day. This one in the air, center field. Rafaela settles underneath
Come
it,
on.
and that's the inning. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. We go to the top of the
Leading off
fifth,
for the
and
Red Sox,
stepping in for
the center
Boston,
fielder,
Cedar Rafaela.
Cedar Rafaela.
You know, these Red Sox just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Throws to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Up next for the Red Sox, the left fielder.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
That's hard hit on the line. Bellinger takes it in for the out.
Up next for
And
the
there's
Red
2
Sox,
away.
the third baseman, Nate Eaton.
Now the third baseman, Nate Eaton. He's 0 for 1.
Let's go, Coltrane.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Swings through that.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Got him swinging.
Baby. Oh, yeah.
He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We head to the
Leading
bottom of
off
the fifth.
for the
And
Yankees,
stepping in for New
the
York,
shortstop,
Jose Caballero.
Caballero.
Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Garrett Crochet, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Whitlock, a right-hander, loosening up as well.
Let's go, Yankees.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just overmatched on that fastball right
The
there. And it
designated
wasn't like he
hitter,
was set up
number
for it by
99,
something off
Aaron
speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
It's Aaron Judge now. This guy makes great contact, one of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently. Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the bat expands.
Banging a ground ball, and that's just foul. The 0-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
The batter,
Picks
number
up strikeout
13.
number 7.
Second
Just
baseman,
indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And it's in there for strike 1.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning. Got close to the
Ball 1.
immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
This one could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is
next
where
for
we
the
see the OPS
the first
jump up.
baseman,
Manager
Paul
might have to go to the bullpen a
Goldschmidt.
little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's Paul Goldschmidt, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. In there for strike 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Down low, it kicks away.
Get there, get there.
No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes.
Come on, Paul.
Man on second, 2 down. And that one almost got him.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Paul! Come on, Paul!
In the air, center field. Rafaela gets under it. And that will end the inning. So they can't do anything with a 2-out double. 5 innings complete. It's the Yankees 2 and the Red Sox nothing. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. So now here's the
Leading off
DH,
for the Red Sox,
Trevor
the designated
Story.
hitter, Trevor Story.
Come on, New York! Let's go, Yankees!
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Here's the 0-2. And that one upstairs. Got him looking for the K. Now
Up
5
next for the Red
strikeouts
Sox,
for him on the mound.
the shortstop,
No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Back to the top of the lineup. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Andrew Monasterio.
Ball 1.
The Bo Sox trailing by 2 here on opening day. Now 1-1. The shortstop
that's
takes
down.
the ball. And that is cut on and missed. And a count now even up.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
And it remains 2-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
You hear
Up
people
next
talk
for the
about
Red
letting the
Sox,
ball
the
travel
first
so
baseman,
often in terms of a
Wilson
hitting approach, and that's a
Contreras.
great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
Contreras in the box again, takes a strike. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Way out front for strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Ball 1 there.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Next
Ball
offering
two.
misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away
Yep,
it was
that
an
ball went
off-speed
out.
pitch.
Connor Wong to bat next. Swing and a slow roller. McMahon.
Hustle, hustle.
And that is
That's
the
right.
inning.
Let's go, baby.
Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. You're dialed into the show.
Now pitching for the Red
Back
Sox.
now for the bottom of the
Number
6th.
35.
And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Garrett Crochet.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
3, 4,
Leading
5
off
due up
for
for the
the
home
Yankees,
team.
the right
Giancarlo
fielder,
Stanton at the plate.
Giancarlo
1 for 2.
Stanton.
Fastball
Ball,
is
that's out.
outside. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Sonny Gray up and loosening in the pen. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Let's do this.
Hey.
That one
Ball
misses.
4.
So a
Take the base.
leadoff walk.
Next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Here's Cody Bellinger. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Runner.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Save
No,
at
he's in
second
there.
with a
Hey.
stolen base.
That's it.
You can do it, Yanks.
Man at second.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Bellinger not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. So the call will stand. 1 challenge remaining for them now. And the 0-2.
That's a
Just
ball.
misses with that one.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
Go, Yankees.
Base hit into center field. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners.
Next for the
Nobody
Yankees,
out.
Here's the
the
ball.
catcher,
It's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit.
Yara.
I mean, that's one of those where you're expecting the guy from second to score.
And next for New York, J.C. Escara. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Let's go, Yanks.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
And there's the ball. That one
Ball, that's
just
upstairs.
misses.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Swings through that one. It's
Next
a
for the
strikeout.
Yankees, the third baseman, Ryan
McMahon steps to the plate. He's already homered in this game.
Base hit now.
Could use a
0-1.
ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Off the
Ball
mark there.
inside.
Ball 2.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Let's go, New York!
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. He can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball, double play.
Goes down looking.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate.
Here we go, Yanks!
Swinging a foul straight back.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Let's go, New York!
2 on, 2 outs. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 2 left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Yankees 2 and the Red Sox nothing. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. We go to the top
Leading
of the
off the
7th.
Boston,
Joe stepping
the
in for Boston. Connor Wong.
Come on, Coltrane!
Ball. That
Movement
pitch
in
is
the
out.
Yankees pen. Osvaldo Bido, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Castro warming up as well.
Come on,
A
Coltrane.
1-0. He was late there. Strike 1.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
That's outside.
Ball, that's out.
And it's 2-1. This one in the air, right field.
Come on, come on!
And there's one away.
There you go!
And here's a look
Up
at how
next
he's
for the Red
using his
Sox,
pitches in
the
this
right
one.
fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
All right, Yankees!
Inside. Ball 1.
Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. That misses
That's
the
ball
zone.
3.
And that's ball 3.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Strike!
And a 4-pitch
Nope,
walk.
that's ball 4.
And that'll bring the tying
Up next
run
for the
to
Red
the
Sox,
plate.
the second
Catcher
baseman,
challenge. We'll
Anthony
take another look.
Siegler.
And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge.
Let's go, Coltrane!
That's too high, and it's ball 4. Another walk.
Up next for the Red Sox, the second baseman, Anthony Siegler.
So stepping in for Boston, Anthony Siegler.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Tying run at the plate.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Let's go, Yankees!
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Come on, punch him out. Strike.
Swing and a miss. That's a
Up next for
strikeout.
the Red Sox,
Definitely made him chase
the
a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't
Devon.
think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Cedar Rafaela
Easy
up
out.
next for the Red
Let's
Sox.
go.
Let's go, Yankees.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Now quick throw to first.
No, he's in
Brady
there.
Back on a dive.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Punch him out.
The tying run at the plate.
Nope.
And 1-2.
Outside.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Let's go, Coltrane.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count.
Come on, Coltrane.
Swing.
The Red Sox with the tying run at the plate here in the top half of inning number 7. Oh,
That hit him.
can't get out of the
First
way of
base.
the fastball,
Up next
and
for
that's
the
going
Red
to
Sox,
sting.
the left
He had him
fielder,
1-2, and he ends up
Duran.
hitting him with a pitch. Jaron Duran
Come on,
steps
Yanks,
to the
let's go.
dish in a big spot.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Two on, 2 outs. Makes the catch, inning over. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. Major League Baseball is on the show. Set for the last
Leading
half
off
of the
for
7th.
the
And
Yankees,
stepping in for the
the
Yankees,
shortstop,
Jose
Jose
Caballero.
Caballero.
Ball. That's inside. That's out.
Outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
In there at the knees.
2.
That's strike 2. Just
Too high.
missed.
Ball.
That one
That's
misses.
ball 4.
So a
Take the base.
leadoff walk. Here is Aaron
Next
Judge.
for the Yankees,
Struck out
the
on just 3
designated hitter,
pitches
number
last time.
99, Aaron Judge.
Come now, here we go.
Aye.
Come on, Aaron.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Quickly to second for 1. Back to first, and it's over his head. And this ball's going to wind up out of
The
play.
batter,
No
number
trouble
13,
getting the double play
Second
started,
baseman,
but clearly some
Jazz
trouble on that return throw to first. I'm not
Jr.
sure if the runner going into second had a part in that or if it was something like a bad transfer. Either way, could have been 2 outs, but instead, they got to work around a runner in scoring position now.
So back to the top of the order. Jazz Chisholm Jr. getting ready to hit. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Get another one.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. If he walks him, no big deal.
Not close with that one, and that's ball one. Way outside, straight to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Come on, Yankees.
Next
That's ball
offering
three.
misses down and away.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
One out man at first. Paul Goldschmidt now. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. This one in the air center field. Rafaela under this one. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, Giancarlo
Giancarlo
Stanton.
Stanton to the plate now. Just
Oh, that's out.
missed. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Gets it there in time, though. He keeps his composure, and they get the out.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Yankees,
back, and a new arm on the
number
mound to start
56,
the 8th. Osvaldo Bido.
Bido.
Stepping in,
Leading off
Nate
for the Red
Eaton.
Sox, the third
3-pitch
baseman,
strikeout
Nate
last time up.
Eaton.
Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Let's go, Yankees!
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Come on, New York!
Just
That's ball 2.
missed. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
Punch him out.
Swings through it, and that's a
The
strikeout.
batter.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Come on, Yankees.
Story, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Story wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and the strike call will stand. No challenges left for them now.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Strike him out!
Strike him out.
And that skips in the dirt. Just
That's ball
missing
2.
there. Ball 2.
That was strike
Caught a break right
3.
there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Out number 2.
Up next for the Red Sox, the shortstop, Andrew
Back to the top of the
Monasterio.
order now. Andrew Monasterio now at the plate.
New York.
0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. This one in the air right field.
Come on, come on. Get there.
And that is that. Nothing doing here this half. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Yankees 3 and the Red Sox nothing. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Bottom of the 8th.
Leading off
So now
for
the Yankees cleanup hitter.
the left fielder,
Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
Let's go, Belly.
And first offering is fouled off.
Here we go, Cody.
Ball. Down.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4
Up next
strikeouts.
for the Yankees, the catcher,
JC Escarra will hit next.
Come on,
0 for
JC.
3 with 2 strikeouts and a groundout.
Let's go, JC.
Ball 1.
Yankees up by 3. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one pushed foul. The lefty ready and a 1-1. Slapped foul.
Here we go, JC.
1-2 here. Got him. 2 away now.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there.
next
Just one of
for
those
the
days.
Yankees,
But when you're
the
still
third
winning the ball
baseman,
game,
Ryan
at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain
McMahon.
that lead and getting that W.
McMahon in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Down in order go the Yankees. But they lead at 3-0.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Yankees,
back. And here
Number
comes the
73.
closer, Yerry De Los Santos.
Yerry
A chance at his
De Los
first save of the
Santos.
year. Wilson Contreras
Leading
now
off
up
for
to
the
the
Red
plate.
Sox,
0
the
for
first
3
baseman,
in this
Wilson
one.
Contreras.
Let's go, New York.
Close
That's a
one,
ball.
doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0.
Come on, Yanks.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Figure it out.
Oh, what was that?
And the leadoff man aboard.
When you go 0
Up
for
next for the
5,
Red
0 for
Sox,
7, 0 for
the catcher,
8,
Connor
it seems like an eternity, especially to start the
Wong.
season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0-fer to start the season and get into a slump.
At the plate, Connor Wong. Check swing, he went. And that's strike 1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Let's go, New York.
Here comes the 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. De Los Santos measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a sinker,
Sit him
a
down.
changeup, a 4-seamer, and he works in a slider. This one popped up. Chisholm moving under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Red Sox, the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
1 out man at first. And now Wilyer Abreu.
Come on, New York.
This one in the air center field. Grisham in position. And he makes the catch.
Up next for the Red Sox, the second baseman, Anthony Siegler.
So it's their last chance in this one. So stepping in for Boston, Anthony Siegler, 1 for 3.
Let's go, New York.
Ball one.
And the 1-0. On the ground, right side, and foul ball.
Punch him out!
The Bo Sox down to their final strike.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Strike him out!
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Sit him down!
That's
No,
inside.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Sit him down.
Payoff pitch.
Oh, sit him down.
Good job to fight that one off.
Strike him out. Punch him out.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Punch him out.
3-2 on the way. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Strike him out!
The 3-2
That's out.
is
Ball
off
4.
the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Up next for the
And
Red
that'll
Sox,
bring the tying
center
run
fielder,
to the
number
plate.
3, Cedon
Rafaela digs in now.
Come on, Yankees, let's go. Let's go, Yankees.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a pop-up. Chisholm under it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game and closing it out. He's off and running now.
A shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long